And Illman, Mike Beer, race number 5 at Saratoga on Jockey Club Gold Cup Saturday is the Grade 2 Prioress for 3-year-old fillies. Let's take a look at this field of sprinters going 3/4 of a mile. Not the biggest field in the world, Mike, but you got a little bit of everything. Super Sensational coming off a good effort against top competition in the test. Edie Meeny Miny Mo certainly did not have a good trip when second in the Monmouth Oaks last time out. And Oksana, well, you really can't ask for anything more. 2 dirt starts, 2 wins, combined margin of victory, 28 1/4 lengths.
Yeah, that filly certainly looked pretty good, going 2 for 2 on dirt. Even the other 3 fillies in the race, Dan, I mean, there's something to recommend about all of them. So you do have a pretty heavy favor on the morning line, but the race may not be as easy as that.
Let's throw up that time form US pace projector. Short field, not expecting a ton of speed, although Oksana is fast. Edie Meeny Miny Mo has speed. I think Arad Ortiz just has to send Oksana here and try to make the front. I think Edie Meeny Miny Mo would be more than happy to sit second off a moderate scenario.
Could be the key to the race there. I think you're right in that being drawn to the rail for Oksana probably limits her options here. I think Irad just has to come out running. She's shown very easy speed in her first 2 dirt starts, so I do think she can make the lead in here. And we'll just see what Edie Meeny Miny Mo decides to do. I mean, she's fast as well, so she could go, or maybe she'll try to take up a tracking spot.
She made her debut on turf, did the number 1 Oksana. Then she won her maiden by 18 at Parks, and she showed that race might not have been a fluke. Let's watch her victory against entry-level allowance horses, Open Company for the Pennsylvania bred. She's 1-2. She wins like a 1-2 shot should, and she's got figs in her 2 dirt wins.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it can be pretty hard to tell when you see these horses, ring up these big winning margins in their races, one against state-bred maidens, the other in an allowance race. It's fair to wonder how good the race actually was, and maybe there was just nothing behind her. But the figures say that she's pretty good. These are 2 very fast races, and she's been visually impressive. Dan, she has a lot of early speed without looking like she's being asked to use it, and she's just blown 2 fields right out of the water.
The number 2, Edie Meeny Miny Mo, also won her first 2 dirt starts. This one winning at Pimlico. Her second start, a big fig, a 91. They tried to stretch her out in the Monmouth Oaks. The race we'll watch right now, she did not break well at all. And then she rushed up to set a solid pace. She still has the lead. Turning into the stretch, it's going to take a solid horse to run her down late, Mike. Leader of the band would come back to run second in a stake at Parks with an 88 Beyer speed figure. Edie Meeny Mo ran really well here.
Yeah, this is a good performance for her, stretching out for the first time. The break probably cost her more than anything else. And listen, at the end of the day, maybe she just doesn't want to go that far. Cutting back works for her. She's got speed. She should be sitting right up close if she's not right up there trying to contest the pace. We'll see what happens here. I think she's very dangerous. I'm not sure what the blinkers on is all about, but maybe they'll just keep her more forward.
Turf to dirt for the 3, Lil Tootsie, who's back after running in the Galway on the grass earlier this meet. She's the kind of filly that would appreciate it if the 1 and 2 hook up early. The last time she sprinted was a pretty nice win at Churchill Downs. Maybe the Indiana Oaks a bit too far against tougher competition. She just didn't run that day, but a lot of horses didn't run that day.
Agreed. I feel like at the end of the day, I just feel like she's a better sprinter, Dan. They've tried to stretch her out a couple of times. Those races aren't really close to her best, although she did win in the slop the first time they stretched her out. I just think she's a better sprinter. She showed last time that she is not a turf horse. She's much better on dirt. She might have some pace to run at here.
The horse Scylla has won 3 of her last 4 starts, including this win at Monmouth. And off-the-turf stakes race, the Blue Sparkler, we see Scylla in here in between horses. She's going to forge on through and win with an 88 Beyer speed figure, career best. She's now won 3 of her last 4 starts. She's in the Charlie Baker barn, and now she gets a class test again. She was grade 1 placed last year at 2, albeit well beaten, and she was well beaten in the Beaumont 3 back.
Yeah, the 3 times that they've tested her on dirt anyway, she just really hasn't been up for it. We'll see if she's better now. The last 2 races suggest that she's better now. Those are much faster races. She gets a trainer change to a great trainer in Charlie Baker. She has to improve, but it's not like she's impossible in here.
First time Brad Cox for the 5, Amendment 19, owned by Juddmonte Farm. Let's watch her runner-up effort in an allowance race on July the 24th at Saratoga. This is first time winners. This is first time blinkers. She's facing a big favorite named Carmel Swirl, and Amendment 19 stays on very nicely for second. Her first race over a fast track. Carmel Swirl came back and disappointed a bit at Charlestown. Maybe she didn't care for that two-turn sprint configuration. Amendment 19 probably builds off this race from a fitness standpoint.
I agree. I think she's run really well in all three of her starts, Dan. Bumped into a really sharp winner on a wet track first time out. She ran way better than it looks when she broke her maiden going a mile. Didn't break well in that race, was wide every step of the way, still won easily. And I thought she ran well last time, away towards the back in there, but she made an early move to go after Carmel Swirl on the lead. It just couldn't catch that horse, but I thought she ran really well to be well clear in second. Privately purchased since then by Juddmonte. They give her to Brad Cox. This filly has upside.
Morning line favorite in this race is the 6, Super Sensational. I think all her sprints are good, certainly better than her route races. Let's watch the test last time out, the grade 1, and she was likely cranked up for this one. She was able to try to push the gate to wire winner Bella Sophia early, couldn't stay with that one on the turn, got to the outside. All in all, it was a good trip. She was simply second best on this day. I can see her working out a good trip tracking the 1 and the 2 this time.
Me too. I like this performance. I mean, they got her a little closer to the pace, which is, where you needed to be in this race. She's only second best, but she runs fine in here. Her victory ride when she won Tubec isn't a race that I'm a huge fan of, but she won that race very easily. She's just a good horse, Dan. She's the horse to beat in here. I don't know that I would, necessarily want to take too short a price on her. She's the horse to beat, though.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the Prioress. We'll see if 6 is even sharp for Super Sensational. It'll be her first race at this distance. She sprinted at 6.5 and a 7. I think, though, if the pace is moderate, she can sit third off the speeds while outside and in the clear. We'll find out how good Oksana is. Boy, she's looked good at Parks.
Yeah, she has. Well, we will find out here. I'm going to take a small shot with her over Super Sensational. I even could have used Amendment 19, and I think she's pretty good, too. I didn't think the favorite had to win here. I'm going to try to beat her with the 1.
Same triple, different order. Mike's going 1-6-5-2. I'm going 6-1-5-4 in the grade 2 Prioress, one of 4 graded stakes races at the Spa on Jockey Club Saturday. Good luck.